Hello, my name's Bob Willis and welcome to SMTconnect, and we're here with Winnie TV, speaking to people, finding out what's going on in the show, and of course, as always, talking about technology. Mike, would you like to first of all introduce yourself, your company, and what you're doing at the show?
Yes, I'm Mike Sandyck. I'm with Cissoid Semiconductor. I've been in the industry for quite a while. At Cissoid Semiconductor, we're doing power semiconductors, and our heritage comes from high temperature electronics. So we really come from the high reliability, high temperature side of the market, and we're approaching motor driving in a different way. In that way that we offer unique platforms for people to take and use very quickly, and then can start modifying them.
Because, I mean, high temperature electronics is something that has been around for many, many years, but not, I mean, the companies that have been doing it very successfully, but there's quite a bit that's not fully understood about the manufacturing process, the materials that are being used. Is there a sort of any changes there?
No, those processes have been around for quite a while, as you mentioned. Cissoid has been around for nearly 25 years by now. So they know the material well, they have the expertise on how to use the technology, how to assemble everything into a package that remains reliable during its lifetime and at very high temperatures. And that's exactly the know-how we've put into motor driving.
But you're making the modules as well as the parts?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, because I did some experiments with the National Physics Laboratory a few years back, and we were focusing on high temperature, but we were trying to look at other techniques as opposed to the traditional soldering techniques. So I was using robotic soldering with all of the most common high temperature alloys, and it was just interesting because I couldn't find any real information on practical reliability in terms of what things change with temperature cycling, because there was just nothing out there. And even in the, I think, 2 books that I read, I couldn't find anything that was practical on the assembly side. So obviously, all of the technology really is in your expertise.
Yes, that's the core know-how of the company.
Yeah.
That's what we don't disclose to anyone. So yes, there's very little information out there on that. So.
Yeah, I was very surprised in that, but it's just one of those historic things. I was doing temperature cycling on tin silver. I was doing temperature cycling on lead tin alloys, the traditional 9010 alloys. And it was just interesting visually. It didn't actually get failures and cracks, but it was just visually how they were distorted and they changed because it's such a soft alloy. I'm sorry, I'm talking a little bit technology, but that expertise must be extremely valuable then. I know you said that you keep it to yourself, and so where do you see the market going? Is it going to be more and more high temperature applications?
Well, that's exactly where Cissoid has reached. We're one of the market leaders in that space. We have our know-how, and we know it's working, so we don't touch it. That's, as you said, are there any innovations in it? Not really, because we know it works. It's been in airplanes, trains, heavy-duty equipment for a long, long time. And about 15 years back, when SiC technology started to become practical, we started to see the use of it in high temperature applications, but also in driving motors. So we've been building up our expertise in motor driving. Hence, we started to build power modules for 3-phase drives. We've developed gate drivers for SiC technology with all the safeguards built in. So we've got our own power modules, gate drivers. We've developed a control board on top of that, together with a partner who supplies a processor and software. So from the discretes up to the software stack, we can provide a complete solution for an e-mobility drive, whatever it goes into.
So a customer would come to you for a complete solution?
Yes.
Okay. I have to ask the question.
Yep.
What do you see in the market in terms of issues with the low temperature, with the high temperature materials? Is there still some hurdles to cross, things to solve that do occur occasionally?
I'm the wrong
not
guy
with
to
not
ask.
with your not with your product, of course,
No,
but
no. Well, we have some issues as any company. They're very rare, but we do. But I'm the wrong guy to talk about that.
Okay, okay. But anyway, if customers are interested in learning about the reliability of the product,
Yeah.
obviously they can talk to you. Just one final point. Do you have to work sometimes with other semiconductor manufacturers, other than the ones that you've traditionally worked with, for newer devices, or is it pretty a stable market?
Well, in the silicon carbide market, we look for dies that we can use for the application that's at hand. We do a lot of customized design as well in that market space, because our customers are in the high reliability space, and they have specific needs and often don't find the standard products for it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for the conversation, and it's nice to see that there's somebody out there working in the high temperature market. And again, I'm sure there's some stories to tell, but I can appreciate that you can't tell them all. Thank you very much for your time.